Welcome to In the Loop, a New England Temperature Solutions podcast. In today's episode, NET's president Dominick DeLuca will be sitting down with Cory Watkins, president of Control Concepts, on location in Chanhassen, Minnesota. They'll introduce you to Control Concepts as a company, and will discuss the value they bring to the table with regards to SCR power controllers. You should walk away from this podcast feeling confident in CCI's value proposition and excited to give their products a try for your next project. Without further ado, here's Dom and Cory, helping you get in the loop.
Hello, welcome to our version of the In the Loop, and today we are on location in lovely Chanhassen, Minnesota at Control Concepts with the president of the Control Concepts, Cory Watkins, and we're going to talk to Cory today about a couple things. It's a two-part series. The first part is why Control Concepts, and the second part is SCRs and green energy and how we can how we impact green energy. So we'll start with Cory. Why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, I've been with Control Concepts for about 18 years now. I'm originally a mechanical engineer. I did machine vision for my first 7 years in the railroad industry, and then I did 8 years as machine vision in the semiconductor industry, and then had the opportunity to come on board Control Concepts and assist the owners in a buyout. And so yeah, been here for 18 years.
18. We met 18 years ago. Wow, I find that hard to believe. And how about family?
Family. I have a lovely wife and 9 children.
9 children.
And about half of them are engineers. And
half. And how many work here?
4.
4
right
okay.
now. So yep.
Okay, that's awesome. And you drive a Winnebago around an RV? And
I do.
Yes?
Yeah,
okay.
I do.
Big. You need an RV to transport
Yes.
all those kids. So let's start. When someone looks at buying an SDR power controller, there's a lot of options out there. What makes Control Concepts SDR stand out?
Yeah, our controllers stand out really for performance and reliability, and then we back it up with world-class service. So we're known for having very high-performance power controllers, single-phase, three-phase, up to 600 volts, 1,200 amps. But between the high performance, being able to control 1 watt on 100 kilowatts, and then having the reliability, controllers that'll last a very long time, conservatively rated, that people come to us once they find us, they keep buying us. So.
Yeah, and the reliability. What do you do to the SCR to make it reliable?
Yeah, it's really a formula of how we do our design work. We conservatively rate our semiconductors that are doing the AC switching. It's heat management, it's form factor, really doing thorough testing in our environmental chamber, and then doing a bunch of other electrical tests to really make it robust. Mm-hmm. And we find that our controllers oftentimes will exceed competitors when it comes to reliability and serviceability. And it's been proven for 45 years now. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, when we started selling your product, we had to retrain our buyers because they were taught that if they needed a 100 amp SCR,
to oversize your
to
SCRs,
go to 150 or 200, we know
yeah.
you guys always came back and said,
no,
we'll run at the 100 amp.
Yep.
100% of the time.
If you need 100 amps, buy a 100 amp power controller.
Right.
You don't have to really oversize our controllers. Right. We'll run 50 CF all day long, 6,000 feet altitude, and we'll run full frame current, no problems.
Oh,
so.
Right. And you talked about service and support. You guys are been awesome with service support with our customers, and I'm sure that's one of the big reasons we get repeat business is the support that you offer. And you're based in the United States. You're based here in...
Yeah, everything is designed here in Chanhassen, Minnesota. We design it, we do all of our testing here, we manufacture it here. So we design all of our own circuit boards, heat sinks, plastic injection molding, and then it's all assembled here in Chanhassen, and then shipped all over the world. So we do about 1/3 exports and 2/3, shipping to within the U.S. So yeah. All over
And
the
then
world.
some of the stuff that's shipped in the U.S. must be going outside.
They're North American OEMs, and then they have contract manufacturers overseas using our products. So.
And when customers call, what kind of problems are they looking to solve with your SCR?
Yeah, it varies. Everything from we get the customers that call with down equipment. Sometimes we'll have competitors, controllers that are down and they'll need a replacement next day. We have a very, very large inventory of power electronics, probably one of the largest in the U.S. And it allows us to ship almost every product we build next day.
Right.
And so we get a lot of people out of trouble that way. Other times they call because they have a controller that finally died after N number of years. I like to tell people if you keep them cool and clean, they'll last 30 years. But that's not the industrial world that we live in.
Right.
So unfortunately, they do die, and so they need quick replacements. And then it's the range of applications for our power controllers. Our largest market segment is semiconductor, but then it's industrial heatings and ovens. So small furnaces, small ovens. We do carbon fiber furnaces and powdered metal furnaces and food packaging equipment and water purification and radio and TV antenna transmitters and just a variety of different applications.
Right.
So we see a wide variety of manufacturing applications. So.
Okay. And from a service point of view, I mean, we've had customers who've called on a Thursday afternoon because when this thing blows up, they had a choice either not send the trucks or not, and you guys got it to them by Friday.
Correct.
On many occasions. When we took the line back in 1991, we went around the territory in New England saying, if you need an SCR, we'll get it to you tomorrow, because no one else could.
Yeah, we still do that today. Typically, if the order is in by noon, we can usually ship same day.
Right. And I think this one was 2 o'clock, and you guys
Yeah,
said you'll put it in the oven for a little while, bake it out, and get it out. And he had it the next day. Now, you offer digital and analog.
Correct.
The advantage to digital, maybe
information. It allows you to monitor your process. It gives you better control than, say, 4 to 20 or 0 to 5 volts, 0 to 10 volts. So you have less noise on the command signal. And then you can get all the process parameter monitoring information back to your PLC so you can make improved decisions. So.
Yeah, and one of the cool parameters that you've had it for a while and is the ability to monitor resistance.
Correct. Yep.
Yeah, so that's an interesting kind of a game changer that allows you to see when things are deteriorating, when the loads are deteriorating.
Yeah, you can do single load monitoring as far as how the resistance of the load is changing over time, and then you can also do we call it partial load fault. So if you have a bunch of loads in parallel, you can actually monitor and trigger if, say, one of those loads opened. You can see that, and that allows you to make adjustments. The controller will compensate for the overall power. It'll still output what you need it to, but when you see the jump in resistance, you can basically say, okay, or the reduction in resistance, you can make some type of process change.
Sure. So. Okay. And then you've got a couple different. You have ZCT and Sync Guard. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah. So with the advent of digital controllers, you can control the AC switches, the thyristors, a multitude of ways. There's your basics are phase angle, zero cross. Zero cross typically is preferred for straight resistive loads, non-transformer coupled. They are best for harmonics, best for power factor. but I'm going to call them simple loads. You're going to move up to phase angle when you need more precise control, more precise heat control, transformer coupled. And then there's the hybrid modes, ZCT being one of them. ZCT is it's a hybrid between phase angle and zero cross for transformer coupled loads. It allows you to basically start the power cycle in phase angle mode, then switch to zero cross, which helps you improve your power factor for those transformer coupled loads. And then what was the other one that we had?
Sync guard.
Sync guard. So yeah, sync guard. Sync guard's interesting. It goes back to the zero cross switching. If you have multiple controllers all zero cross switching at the same time, you can end up with some fairly large currents at the pole of your utility provider that are switching on and off. They don't tend to like that. So sync guard allows you to synchronize the different controllers so that they're not firing at the exact same time. And it tries to basically kind of load balance.
The story I heard way back on that was that they were flickering lights in a company in Minnesota that they designed that for a long time ago, and it was giving people headaches.
Correct. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, and yeah, so you turn it on and it just instantly goes away. It basically uses up all the cycles. So
nice. Okay. And today people are using Ethernet pretty much, Ethernet IP. Profinet.
Yeah. So boy, in the last 5 years, there's been a lot of change. 5 years ago, it was about 40% of our customers were ordering digital field bus interfaces. So that's Ethernet IP, Profinet, Modbus TCP. Today, it's about 70%.
Wow,
and the new one on the block is EtherCAT. We support EtherCAT also. And we support some legacy Profibus and DeviceNet if need be. But most of the customers are either Ethernet IP if they're Allen Bradley, Rockwell, and then they're Profinet if they're Siemens.
That's okay.
And then a lot of the smaller PLCs are typically with Modbus. TCP. Yep.
TCP. Okay. And we do a lot of all of those. Not as much Siemens, but certainly the Ethernet IP because everyone's tying stuff to Allen Bradley. What would you say your elevator speech is? What if somebody were to say, why should I buy you over brand X, Y, and Z? What would you say to them?
If you want the best power control, world-class power control and world-class service and support, and not have to think about, is this going to survive and be reliable, and how do I reduce my support costs, then you want Control Concepts.
Yeah, I would agree with that. So.
Yep.
Well, that's awesome. Anything else you'd like to comment on about your company, or you've grown over the years?
Yeah, we've grown a lot. We're about 4 or 5 times larger than when I first bought it. So it's
nice.
It's been a fun ride. So
and we met 18 years ago. That's hard to believe. I had hair 18 years ago.
Mine wasn't silver.
That's right. And it was Stan and Clarence.
Yep, Stan and Clarence.
Yeah. So cool.
Yeah.
So we're gonna end this segment, and we're gonna go in our next part 2. Will be on green, environmental green. What would you like to call the title of that podcast?
Going green, energy efficiency, power factor, and harmonics.
Yeah, that you don't want to miss that one. So
yes.
So thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you for getting in the loop with us. We hope this podcast has been informative, and if you need assistance with anything in the thermal process industry, please feel free to reach out to us at 800-848-NETS. That's 800-848-6387. Or you can find our contact information on our website at www.nets-inc.com. If there are any topics you would like to hear about on a future episode, please send us a comment. The team at Nets is here to help, and we hope you have an awesome day every day.